right from dictation. It is the last task in listening module, and it is responsible for 12 marks in listening and 21 marks in writing. If you are looking for a good score in listening and a great score in writing, performing well in this task is a must. What is this task? It's all about listening, remembering a sentence, and typing that sentence. Listening, remembering, and typing the sentence. That's what it is all about. When you take the real examination, real PT examination, you get minimum 3 questions, maximum 4 questions from this task. To demonstrate, I will answer a couple of questions.
Sociology has become a popular discipline among college students.
Sociology has become a popular discipline among college students. Sociology has become a popular discipline among college students. Has become a popular discipline among college students. Sociology has become a popular discipline among college students. So you can see the points are on the scale of 10, I got 10 points. That means the answer is 100% correct. Please do not mistake this 10 points to be 10 marks. All right. So this is sample answer. Sample answer is nothing but answer key. So what Pearson PT checks is whether each word's spelling is matching with the answer or not. Sociology has become a popular discipline among college students. So you get maximum marks when all spelling is correct, all spelling is written. So it works in the input and output model. Next question. Focus.
This standard is easily attainable by most students.
This standard is easily attainable by most students. This standard is easily attainable by most students. This standard is easily attainable by most students. Let's see. So it's correct answer. So simple input versus output. Input is the question or the sentence that you are hearing. Output is the answer you are writing. So if all words are written with correct spelling, you get 100% marks. What is important in dictation? What is not important in dictation? So the important thing is you writing all the words from sentence is important. Number one. Number two, when you write these words, the spelling has to be accurate. If you write any words as in wrong spelling, you do not get marks for that particular word. You lose 1 point there. And what is not important? It is not important to have sequence. So, for example, all the words what you're writing need not be in the same sequence uttered by the speaker from the question. So, the question words and audio word sequence matching is not mandatory. You will still get marks if you get marks even if you do not maintain the sequence while writing the answer. But what is more important? Accurate spelling is important. Now let me demonstrate an answer where the sentence is not written in sequence. Let's see that.
He dealt with the problem in a highly professional way.
He dealt with the problem in a highly professional way. He dealt with the problem in a highly professional way. He dealt with the problem in a highly professional way. So this is the answer. For experiment purposes, what I'll do, I'll jumble the sequence of words and let's see if the score is still happening. This is last word. I'll probably shift it to first by using this cut paste thing. remove the extra spacing. Weigh with the in a highly dealt problem professional. Absolutely not in sequence. Let us see if we get the score or not for this. So the score is 10 on 10. That means what? 10 points I received, even though I have not written the words in the same sense, same sequence as the question. Hence, there is no need to write the words in sequence. I'm not recommending you to purposefully write the words in the wrong sequence. But in the process of answering a question, even if you write the words in wrong sequence, nothing happens and it doesn't affect your score. This is what I wanted to tell you. Now we will learn about writing the extra words in dictation. The provision of writing extra words comes handy when you have confusion between two words, or if you have a habit of frequently forgetting some articles or prepositions. Let's learn.
This discovery has opened up a whole new field of research.
This discovery has opened up a whole new field of research. This discovery has opened up a whole new kind of or field of research. This discovery has opened up whole new kind or new field. I have confusion between new kind or new field of research. Both I'm writing. Please see, field I wrote, kind I wrote. Okay, so when you have confusion, you can write both the words. Right? It is 9.1, almost 10, no problem. Since you can see no incorrect word here, it is 100% correct answer, not a problem. This discovery has opened up a whole new. See, I wrote kind as an extra word. You can see in my answer, kind is an extra word. Field is already there. I was confused between kind and field. I wrote both. So there is no score loss. Please note, there is nothing written in the incorrect answer. You can see sample answer, my answer, incorrect answer. There's nothing in the incorrect answer. That's why it is what 100% correct answer. Okay.
People in this country enjoy a high standard of living.
People in this country enjoy high standard of living. People in this country enjoy high standard of living. So just in case, if you are a test taker who keeps forgetting articles, A and the are called articles. You have a tendency to forget, for example. What you can do, you can write them at the end, A and the, right now. Or you have a tendency to forget a preposition called for or in. Anything that you frequently forget, you can write towards the end. Just in case, if any of these words are missing in the answer, they will be supplementing it. Therefore, you don't lose marks. It is absolutely risk-free. The logic is very simple. The Pearson PTE does not have any negative marking in dictation. So that means you can write any number of extra words in this task. So it is 10 on 10. Although I wrote extra words, there is no penalty, right? There is no penalty here. Now let us talk about the punctuation, which is comma, full stop, and apostrophe. Let's first now talk about comma. Comma is not essential. If you do not write comma in dictation, nothing is going to happen. Number two, full stop. Full stops are not mandatory in dictation. Only spelling is important. Full stops are absolutely not mandatory in dictation. Apostrophe. When there is any apostrophe, if you suspect there's an apostrophe, what you can do, you can write with apostrophe one spelling, without apostrophe one more spelling. Let us say there is a word in the dictation that is colleges. Colleges. You are confused whether it is colleges, plural, or college apostrophes. Happily, write one plural form, write one apostrophe form. Problem is solved. Now, the capitalization. Only the first letter of your answer should be capital because that is the starting words first letter. It should be capital. Remaining words first letters need not be capital until and unless there is a name. For example, there is a country name Australia. A should be capital. If Australia spelling is present in your question, you are writing the answer. A should be written in capital letter, whether it is in the beginning or in the middle or in the end, wherever it is. A should be capital. Andrew is there. A should be capital, right? Benjamin, B should be capital. Maybe Brazil, B should be capital, something like that. Otherwise, capital is not necessary except the first word's first letter. Nowhere capital letters. If anybody writes the whole answer, the complete answer in capital letters, there is no score awarded because all capitals, for example, you are writing some 10, 12 words, all words are written in all capital letters. No score is awarded. Now let's talk the spacing part. The space between two words should be only one space. Now let me demonstrate a question. Spacing, capitalization, punctuation, everything I'll explain.
We employ an expert to advise on the new technology.
We employ an expert to advise on the new technology. We employ an expert to advise on the new technology. To advise on the new technology. Right? So if you have confusion, what you do? We employ and employed. If you have another word in your mind, employee, you can write, no problem. An expert to advise. Advise, actually, SE is verb, CE is noun as far as the spelling is concerned. If you do not want to take chance, what you can do, you can copy this and happily paste it and then change it to C. So you have two variations. One is with SE, the other one is with C to advise on the new technology. Now, please see the first letter of this answer is capital letter because that's the starting piece. So you can write in capital letter. None of the words are in capital letter, if you can see, right? And I have not put any full stop here, right? If there is anything new, maybe new Australian technology is there, for example, let's say Brazilian technology is there. You can write B capital because Brazil is what? A proper noun or a name, okay? Something like that, right? Okay, so spacing, please see between two words, there should be one space. Extra spaces are not going to work in your favor. Please see one space. Observe this. One space. Obviously, you write one space only. You check if there is any extra spacing. Is there? That's it. Nothing much. All single spacing, right? Capital letter, right? And punctuation, capitalization, all that stuff. You can see the feedback is 10 on 10. There is no full stop. There is no comma, nothing. All right. Let me give you a quick recap of what all we have learned. Number one, dictation is all about listening, remembering, and writing a sentence. It is the last task of listening module. You get 3 to 4 questions from this task. The score weightage is what? 12 marks in listening and 21 marks in writing. That is the score weightage of write from dictation. So what you have to do when you are listening to the sentence, you pay attention to what you're listening, right? After listening and catching the sentence, you keep repeating until you write it, okay? So once you write, if you have any confusion again between the words, so whether this one or that one, if you have confusion between professor and professors, student, students, right? University or college, any confusion anywhere you have a field or area, you have confusion between any two words, you write both words, no problem. And if you have a problem with article missing in your answer, preposition missing your answer, that article, that preposition part, you can write towards the end so that it supplements your answer. One more thing is, there is no need for sequence in dictation, but purposefully do not screw the sequence. Let the sequence be same. It is writing the answer in the sequence is more easier than writing in the jumbled manner, right? So why I've shown you, because it doesn't affect your score. That's why I've shown. Not every student can type directly on the computer. It's a common concern. Not everybody can type in the computer. So what you can do, if you cannot type, if your typing speed is not that great, what you can do is you can first write the answer on erasable noteboard. This is the pen you get. This is the erasable noteboard you get in the examination. You can write it here. And after writing it here, you can enter it in the computer. So that is something you can do. Absolutely no problem if you do it. So now we will discuss how to remember the sentences. What are the strategies for that? The first and foremost strategy is chunking. Chunking is nothing but you divide the sentence into 3 or 4 parts and you remember the sentence as 3 to 4 parts. You divide and remember. That's what you do. Now look at this sentence, the same sentence what I answered. People in this country, this can be what? People in this country can be part 1. Enjoy is verb part 2. High standard of living can be part 3. People in this country enjoy high standard of living. People in this country enjoy high standard of living. People in this country enjoy high standard of living. It's easy to remember when you chunk it. More importantly, the length of a dictation sentence is approximately 10 to maximum 12 words, right? Generally in that range. And there are many occasions where the sentence is not even 10 words. So please don't worry about getting long sentences. That's the range, general range based on my exam experience. Now that you have learned chunking or dividing and remembering, next method we learn is alpha method. So in the alpha method, what you do is you write down the first letter of every word. The words are made up of letters. So what you do, you write down first letter of every word. People, P in this country enjoy high standard of living. Like this you write. Okay, now you fill it, right? People in this country enjoy high standard of living. You can write down here, or you can directly look at this thing and form a sentence in the computer. So this is also to some extent useful. It is called alpha method. Not a problem if this is working for you, right? You before you using it, probably you can try some 10-15 sentences without alpha method, right? So if you are doing well with the chunking, you are able to type directly on the computer, no need to use this, right? Just in case the repetition is not working, writing directly on the computer is not working, you have terrible problem with memory, maybe this can help you. Even though you are writing the first letters, until you form the sentence completely, you should keep on repeating it. A solid preparation plan I'll share with you. So this preparation plan will plug the gaps in 4 weak areas of a student. Number 1 weak area for student is memory, forgetting the sentence. Number 2 pain point is what? A weak area, pain point, whatever you call it. Accent recognition. Certain words, certain sentences, students don't understand due to accent problem. And number 3 is concentration. Since you get on to dictation towards the end, because dictation is the climax task of your PTE test, you may not have as much concentration, you have as much energy you have in the beginning when you're answering this. This is concentration problem. When concentration is less, maybe the energy is less, you should become more prepared in the examination, yes, or before going to the examination, so that with minimum concentration, minimum energy, you will be able to answer the questions more effectively, right? So memory, accent, concentration, and speed. Speed is the question sentence is coming slowly or getting delivered slowly. Nobody has a problem in catching it. But when the speed increases, there can be a problem because words get missed, right? So the solution, the proven solution for this problem, which I've been using for my students from the last 10 years and which proven to work in the real exam pretty much, which I checked, verified myself by taking the test, is the challenge of 21 days. What is this? You please practice 210 questions in the span of 21 days. Ideal time span is what? Preparation time is 21 days. Daily, you practice 10 questions. Today 10, tomorrow 10, day after tomorrow 10. Every day you keep practicing 10, 10, 10, 10 questions. At the end of every week, the 3 weeks, you will see significant improvement in your dictation answers. And you start seeing the gaps are getting plugged and you are improving in your dictation. This happens. Please check it for yourself. This process or this plan is something not naive. It is tested on hundreds of thousands of students, including me. Since it is working, it's a proven thing I'm teaching you. It is so effective, so powerful technique. Now I'll share with you a positive side effect of practicing dictation, learning dictation. The positive side effect of learning dictation is you will start doing, when you are perfect with dictation, you will start doing well in repeat sentence. In speaking module, there is a task called repeat sentence, in which what you have to do is you have to listen, remember, and repeat a sentence. Listen, remember, and repeat a sentence orally. Here also you are doing same thing. You listen, you remember, you are repeating. But repeating you are doing for the sake of remembering it. You are writing it, yes sir. So here if you listen, remember, repeat orally is dictation. Listen, remember, write it. Write a sentence is what? Dictation. They are super close. If you perform well in dictation, it helps you answering your repeat sentence more easily. Repeat sentence is also a very important question type for somebody who wants to get good marks in speaking, especially, and listening both. So it is beneficial for both. I'm sure you have enough motivation to start working on 10 sentences every day, right? So wish you good luck with the practice and your score. See, thousands of PTE practice questions. Like essays, we have 101 essays. We are adding based on our exam experiences. Look at this, it has grammar. For example, you are lacking in subject-verb agreement. You can go and work on 5 levels of subject-verb agreement exercises. Nobody is lecturing you on grammar. You are simply learning based on the activities. Now, for improving vocabulary, we have vocabulary improvement section and listening spelling section. So if you want to improve the exam familiarity, we have 10 mock tests coming here. Each mock test, when you write, gives you score. It gives you insights where you're doing well, where you're not doing well, all that stuff. And you can even access your answers once you finish the exam. So all the materials, like the latest guides, templates, everything is mentioned here. And the entire course recording is available. Latest class recording is available, including my real exam experiences. So, right, all the basics. Now, this is my real exam experience, the exam that I took on January 26th, January 30, 2026 or something. So everything, it's a complete package. Don't hesitate to buy this. The subscription is starting from just, I think, 1,500 rupees in Indian currency for a week's subscription. So every feature is going to come in the 1 week subscription plan. I'll meet you with the new essay sample question and answer. Stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you find value in my channel, please do subscribe.